Welcome back to
The Table.
Today we are joined with
General Washington.
General Washington's joining us today. Today we're going to go through a few games that we played together. Some of them, most of these I tend to play solo. They are historic games since we are here 4th of July, Independence Day. And I do like historic games. I like games that teach. And we'll go through a stack here real quick. The first one I want to point out is an older game. 1776.
The Birth of a Nation.
Birth of a Nation. It's an older game. It's a roll and move. Each spot has something to do. It teaches you a little bit about history. You're trying to collect a specific number of signatures and money, and you win the game. You like this one, correct? Yeah, we played this one quite a bit. She likes to read about the signers and about all the little bit of history we can go over. It's actually, surprisingly enough, it's worked very well for us. Another one I want to point out that we played together that we enjoy is Battle Cry. There's many versions of this one. There's a fantasy, and later on I'm going to point out the Revolutionary War one. This one's the Civil War one. It is a battle game. North versus South, gray versus blue, however you want to put it. Many scenarios in here, historic scenarios. Card-driven game. I'm sure a lot of you have even seen Memoir. There's another one we haven't played yet. Not much of a fan of Modern Wars. I've gone over that in a few videos. Why? And we do like this one. You like this one? Yeah, she likes this one because she usually wins on this one. And I do not mind. That's Battle Cry. The other one I was pointing out is Hold the Line. This expansion with the French and the Indians. The box is bigger. The base box. Same basic game. You have the scenario driven. According to historic battles, and the same basic game. We have not played this one yet. It does play a little different than that one. It's not really card driven, but we will be trying this one of these days. We'll stick with historic games here. Another one is Philadelphia 77. There's also a bunch of block style games by Worthington Games and a bunch of other publishers. They're almost the same. You're moving blocks from region to region. And they're all historic. A lot of these have secret information, which is kind of nice. She hasn't played that yet, but I think she will like the secret information on a lot of these blocks when you flip them and go, aha, I got all this attacking you. Again, there's a whole bunch of them. I'm not going to go through all of them, but this is one I enjoy playing solo. A lot of us war gamers, you know how to, we tend to play a lot of solo games with a two-player. Another one, historic, is 1775 Academy game. It's been around for a while. It's not a block style game. It's a cubes.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. It's area control. At the end of the game, something that'll trigger the game. Whoever has the most colonies wins. I think she'll enjoy this one. So we might try this one pretty soon. I've played this one for many years on and off, usually around this time of the year. Sticking with historic games here. One I wanted to point out was the Shores of Tripoli. Last year game, it was kind of one of the ones that came out of nowhere. Thought other people are liking. It plays solo, plays two-player. I think solo plays best. This one, The Birth of the Marine Corps. Nice map, nice components. It's not for everyone, but it's one I wanted to point out. I don't think it'll work for us. Switching over to kind of a fiction historic game is The Witches of the Revolution. It is a deck builder where it is a Revolutionary War theme, but it does have a spiritual, what would you say, aspect to it, where we can have like werewolves helping Washington or special witches helping Franklin. It's got a cool theme on it. I think she would actually like this one, and especially reading the cards. It does tend to get a little hard because the difficulty tends to ramp up. But it is a fun game. Witches of the Revolution, if you can still find that one. And the last one I wanted to point out, she doesn't think it's historic, well, for 4th of July, but it's Lewis and Clark Expedition. It's one of my favorite games. It is a bit heavy, but you know, if it wasn't for the Lewis and Clark Expedition, we wouldn't have some of this territory, or at least not this soon. I'm sure eventually we would have. This one, we'll play this one in a few years. I do enjoy this one. I play quite a bit of it online. It actually works very well online, and I'm not a fan of online games. Again, that was Lewis and Clark, The Expedition. So that was the stack of games. You like some of these you haven't played? Well, take care.